He's Mike Krzyzewski, the Duke head coach, back on the program. And I didn't know if you were a Cubs or a White Sox fan, Coach. John Lester signing. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I didn't hear it. Did he sign with the Cubs?
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Are you a Cubs fan?
Absolutely. Am I from Chicago?
Well, you could be a White Sox fan.
No. You can't. You have to be a Cub fan. North Side, you have to be a Cub fan.
How many games would you go to? Like, have you been to important games?
I don't. I'm not in Chicago, so it's tough to go to a game. But when I grew up, I used to take the Damon Avenue bus to Addison, Addison to Sheffield, and with my buddies, even when we were 10 years old. I mean, it used to be you could do that in the city.
How did the Bartman game affect you?
I was at the Bartman game.
You were?
I was. I was in the right field bleachers, and as all that was going on, I was yelling, "Call a timeout!" No, I was going nuts because everyone was yelling something, and 40,000 people, and we're giving up the lead. And instead of okay, let's fake an injury or let's get control of the situation, and I saw it, it going down the drain. And with right field bleachers, I don't know. It was frustrating.
But you were coaching from the bleachers, watching the Cubs.
No, I was watching it, but then when that moment came, it wasn't strategy. It was just, the game is on the field. It's not in the bleachers along the third base, left field there. And crazy. It was. You know what? It's not Bartman's fault.
No.
It was our fault that we didn't control the Bartman situation the right way. And so hopefully with the leadership we have, managerial, and the front office and the players we're getting, we start a new thing. And,
would you be in favor of trying to lead the charge to allow Bartman to restore a life there, go back to being a Cub fan?
Oh, yeah. I mean, what the heck? A guy going for a foul ball. I mean, come on. And absolutely.
Is that the worst loss of your life?
Well, fan life, maybe. It's one of them.
What one tops that, though, professionally?
For professional, anytime you've lost in a national championship game would be, you'd like to change that. Most people don't ever get a chance to be in them, and so when you're in it, especially for a couple of ours, we lost one play. There was one play, and you'd like to change that.
He's Mike Krzyzewski, Duke head coach, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. I saw where Magic Johnson said if he were the Lakers, he would lose the rest of the games, that you either want to be really good or really bad in the NBA. What do you think of that philosophy?
Well, I don't know what context he said that in.
I think it's getting a high draft pick, that you don't want to be middle of the road.
How he was positioning it and whatever. I don't think anybody in sport should ever say that they are going out there to lose. I mean, and then you're doing all these promotions to have people come and watch you. You owe it to your public to try to do everything ethical, in an ethical manner to win. And I don't think it's healthy when anyone ever says, we should lose.
Yeah.
And so just in the normal, nothing against Magic. I love Magic. He's a good friend. I don't know what he's, as far as the context he said it in, but I'm sure Kobe doesn't want to lose. I'm sure Carlos Boozer and those guys, they don't want to lose. And, you want to win. And that's why you play sport, is to win. That's why you keep score.
I couldn't imagine Kobe being a part of that. I know that he's...
No. Kobe's all about winning. Yeah, no question. Kobe's all about winning, and he's all, I think, also about loyalty, about being a Laker. That's who he's been, and he wants to see the Lakers win, and he wants to be a part of bringing winning back into that organization, which has had so much winning, and he's been a huge part of so much of that winning.
Give me are you watching young players, aside from Duke players, but somebody in the NBA that really captures your fancy, younger player?
Well, the guys that I just got through coaching, a number of them are young players. Like, I was amazingly impressed with Klay Thompson, who played for us, and in the World Cup when we won at Madrid in September. The most obvious young player who's making this huge jump right now is Anthony Davis. And Anthony was one of our key guys, but he was also a 19-year-old on our Olympic team in London, and I think he learned a lot from those guys by being around those guys, that he could be one of those guys. I think Anthony has a chance to be incredible. Just incredible. The guy who he wasn't able to play this summer. I don't know if he'll be in the pool of players going for Rio, but Kawhi Leonard, who has continued to emerge as that great player. And for me, sometimes just to see a guy come back, like the way Russell Westbrook has come back with a vengeance, from his injury, that's a cool thing. I like that a lot. And so I watch a lot of the NBA, not as much in the last couple of weeks because we've had so many games. So I'm not up to speed with all the nuances of the league. The league is so incredibly interesting, but I haven't been able to follow it the last couple of weeks.
You look at John Calipari, who has embraced the one and done, that he's basically saying, hey, come in. I know you're talented, and this is sort of a pit stop before you go to the NBA. Have you changed your philosophy in how you view one and dones and being upfront, being honest with them? I know you talked about Okafor, that you believe he'll be one and done.
Right.
Have you changed your philosophy?
Yeah, I think, Dan, throughout the time, this is my 35th year at Duke, and so a lot of things have changed during those almost 4 decades, and you have to adjust accordingly and adapt. And the one and done is here and has been here for a long time, although people think that it might be changed. I think I'm not sure that it will, because I'm not sure the Players Union would accept that. But you adapt, and so we're going to try to recruit the very best players we can, and then see what happens with them. Are they one and done? A number of the guys that John has recruited who thought they would be one and done are juniors in his program right now. So, Kentucky's not a young team. Kentucky's an old team of guys who were supposed to be one and done, along with new guys who are one and done. And so that's why they have this incredible pool of talent right now, because those guys who are supposed to go, not according to him, but according to the media, people who follow basketball, those guys have stayed. The Willie Cauley-Stein is going to be a high draft pick, to have Poitras as an older player, the Harrisons as sophomores. It's not about them, having freshmen, and although they have really good freshmen, outstanding freshmen, they have that combination of older and younger, and then all of them are talented, and that's what makes them such a formidable force.
I know you got to go. We'll talk about your team and basketball. I did want to get your thoughts on the Cubs, so I appreciate you.
I loved it. I had not heard that, so that's the most. Besides talking to you, that news is the best thing that's happened to me this morning.
You nervous about Army Navy this weekend? With Navy's pretty good, and Army's.
Well, we haven't beaten them for so long, and we're double-digit, I think, underdogs. But we have a new coach, and it's time to turn it around. Navy has a great coach, and they've understood how to build a program there, and Army is trying to do that. Army's done it right now in basketball. We played them a week and a half ago, and they're very good, and Zach Spiker's done a great job. And I pull for Army all the time. I love West Point, and It's
What if
always
I said you would lose to Elon College on Monday, but Army would beat Navy?
No. We don't make trades like that. Now you're talking like you're talking to your buddies who you do the show
You're
with.
my buddy.
No, but I'm a different buddy. The guys you do a show with, you can do all that.
With the Danettes,
stuff.
I can say something stupid like that, but
yeah,
not to you?
Stephen, you knew it was stupid.
Well, now I
but you
do.
said it was stupid. I didn't say it was stupid, so don't say that.
All
I
right,
said
I'll run
it
a
was
lab.
stupid.
I'll run a lab.
I'm just following up on
what do you want me to do?
said,
How do you want to punish me?
It.
How do you want to punish me?
I don't want to punish you.
How
I'm
would
not
you
into
punish
that.
me?
The greatest one of the greatest powers a human being has is the power of forgiveness. I forgive you. I forgive you. Punishment is not a power. Forgiveness is a power. So I forgive you for being stupid.
Thank you, Coach.
And don't browbeat yourself.
Okay, I will.
For the rest of the show. Like, you're going to be smart the rest of the show. Okay. You're going to be on top of things. You're going to ask better questions. And people are going to love the fact that they talked to you this morning.
All right.
Now, you do that. And when you're on break, say that to yourself in front of a mirror. I am Dan Patrick. I like Dan Patrick. He is good. He's not stupid. All right?
Thank you, Coach.
All right, man. Go and get him, man.
Okay.
You can do it.
I'll make the shot. Thank you, Coach.
All right. No, I don't want you to shoot.
Oh, okay. It always comes back to shooting.
You set the screen.
Okay,
You're not taking
all right.
the shot. You didn't listen to the complete play, man.
All right, I'll set the pick. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Take care.
That's Mike Krzyzewski, Duke head coach.